let's work on our dragon customize color thingamajig. So we have this little dragon here sleeping ever so peacefully, and we want this game so that the player can customize his dragon, kind of like a Tamagotchi or something. No, I'm just kidding. Totally not like a Tamagotchi. This game has nothing to do with Tamagotchi. Forget that. Delete that from your memory. But so you'll be able to choose this color, and actually a color scheme. So different things will have the color affected, and you will be able to change the hue. So effectively the colors and the color scheme. That might sound confusing, I know, but I'm gonna test this on little kids and make sure they understand it, and if they do, then you're an idiot. And with that in mind, some basic programming here. We have an array of instanced materials. So they all derive from one material, but they're just different variations, different instances. So arrays start at 0, of course you knew that. And we're gonna get the first one. So we're gonna get item 0 from this array. We're going to create a dynamic material, because once that's done, then we'll be able to get the hue, because as you can see here, by changing this value we can change the color. And so even though these are different colors, they all highlight a different aspect of the dragon, so you'll have a lot of variations in what kind of dragons you can make. And there will be more down the line, but continuing on. So we create this dynamic material, which we will use later on. And we're gonna set the dragon skeletal mesh. So this guy here, the dragon, he has a skeletal mesh. This thing is called a skeletal mesh. It moves, it has bones, therefore it is a mesh with a skeleton. And after that, after clicking on this button here, so you click on this button with your VR pointer, this is gonna fire. And after that, we're gonna go to the next one. So material index will now be 1, so that the next time you press this, this is gonna be 1. So he's gonna get the next one here and down until he gets to the end. So he's gonna get the length of how many items are in the array, minus 1, because arrays start at 0, and the length is going to give you the number of items, and it doesn't account for arrays starting at 0. And so if that's true, if the index goes past the length, we're going to set it back to 0, so it repeats over and over. So let's test this out, and there you go. It is working indeed, exactly how I want it. So now what we want to do is make the logic for the other button, and that will be this one here. So the dragon color chooser, actually I need to make this dragon hue changer, make that a distinct name so we don't get confused. Oops. Delete this guy. Dragon hue changer. Dragon hue. Make this a box. Let's copy the same size. Paste. It's a little too big, but that's okay. We can make it a lot smaller. There we go. 8. So once the player clicks on that, we don't want this logic to run, we want something else entirely. We're going to want, firstly, we don't need this. What we need instead is to get, so we need to get that other button, which is the dragon color chooser. So we're gonna get that, and I'm gonna do this in a bit of a hacky way. That's all right. Nothing's gonna break here. So No. Let's do this again, or else he gets the wrong actor. Promote that to a variable. Drag in color chooser. Color chooser. So now I am referencing the other actor. And if he doesn't find it, if for some order the game opens this actor before the other one is valid in the game, I'm just gonna do a little delay so this code is sure to work with this delay here. So if the thing is not valid, it's just gonna try it again and again until it is valid. And so now we will have the color chooser reference. Now this color chooser that I'm messing with here, it's this actor right here that I was just doing. So this actor here now has reference to this actor, so I can manipulate data from here through this guy. So when he's interacted with, we want to get the dragon dynamic material, which is what we set here. We set that to a variable, so it's now in the memory, so I can access that data, manipulate it. And we want to change it's set scalar parameter value. Now what is this parameter value, blah blah blah? That is this hue. It actually says it right here, scalar parameter value. So, and it's called hue. And now we're just going to increment this. We're going to make it so it goes from 0 to 1. So I immediately need to do something. If this is greater than 1, I want to set it back to 0. So this is hue float. And actually, let's organize this a bit because we're gonna do something here. Hue plus 0.1. 0.1 might be too much. Actually, 0.05 will equal the new. So every time I run this, the first time it'll run 0, and then it'll go 0.05, and then 0.1. And if it passes 1, it'll go back to 0. So let us see. That actually should be it. I need to delete some of these variables because I'm using that one. Don't need a lot of them. Material index, dragon, dynamic material. Am I using that one? Dragon. Oh, okay. That's for something else. Interactable name. Alright, I need all these other ones. So now, let's see. Yeah, it's working. It is working. Gotta change the button layout a little bit because it's not in the best location. So you'll see the difference between these color schemes is if you look at this one, he has certain areas that are, see, he only changes some areas while the rest remains white. Like this guy, for example, see, has a darker type of tone. This one's kind of similar to the other one I just showed you. So, yes, it is working. And that's the flapping wing sound from yesterday. I have to improve that fire effect, I'll be honest, but for now. And I'm making this game for the Oculus Go, so I'm still pondering if I'm really going to keep the sword and all that. Right now I'm playing on the computer because or else I wouldn't really be able to record the programming. So let me know what you think. Do you want to be the dragon? Do you want to be a dragon knight? Have you been watching this series late night on Sundays? Because I definitely haven't. definitely been sleeping around that time. Or was I? There we go. Dragon Knight VR. Totally not inspired by that series that you've been watching.